One of the biggest mistakes that people make with speaking is not what they say, it's who they are speaking to. I'm gonna break down what I mean in this video. I talk to a lot of people say, oh, I do tons of speaking engagements all the time. And I go, okay, great. How's it been going for you? You've been getting business? It's like, well, no, I don't really get any clients from it. Okay, so why do you do it? It's like, well, because they asked me to. Okay, great. Here's what's fascinating. Most people who are wasting their time and not utilizing speaking for what it really can be as a tool are literally speaking to an audience of people who at best are their competitors, and at worst, people who will never, ever work with them or use their services in any shape, form, or fashion. These are people who go to industry conferences and they speak at these industry conferences that are in their industry. And then they get, pats on their back maybe from people saying, oh, that was a great presentation and you're the best. And that's great. Honestly, if you want a vanity metric of people giving you an attaboy, congratulations. But I would much rather have an entire group of people that I'm speaking to that either A, I'm personally passionate about impacting, maybe there's some inner city youth, this is a group I love speaking to, or I'd love to speak to a room full of people who could potentially work with me, book me, and become a client of mine. So one of the biggest mistakes people make is that they take speaking engagements that are easy because simply maybe they're requested of them. So they speak year after year at this industry conference that take weeks or months of their time to put together their slide deck and presentations. And then they're speaking to people who could never work with them. What I want you to do, the key to truly using public speaking in its best way is to ask yourself, well, who are your ideal clients? And if you're not sure who they are, just take a look at your client list. Who are the people you love working with? What do they have in common? The odds are really high that they all congregate together in some shape, form, or fashion in an association or a membership or a conference or a group or something like that, right? And you want to present to them because if you like impacting people anyway, wouldn't it be cool that you would spend a percentage of your time impacting the people who could actually hire you? There is nothing more exhilarating than delivering a presentation, impacting. Let me tell you something. If you want to experience a non-narcotic high that is the best in the world, it's the feeling of getting off of a stage after knowing you truly made an impact and a difference in someone's life. There is no other high better than that. It's an incredible feeling. Now, to know that you can have this incredible high of impacting people and telling a story, maybe traveling to exotic locations or maybe impacting thousands of people from around the world. And to know that when you get off the stage or off the virtual stage, that people will say, thank you for impacting and changing my life, and I want to work with you, and I want to refer you to speak at this other event, or, oh, please come back and speak at our event again. It's the best high, period. It's amazing. It's doing good while doing well. So what I want you to do is think about if you could speak to a room full of your ideal clients, who would those people be? And then start actively figuring out when do these groups have meetings, regional conferences, state conferences, local conferences, national conferences, international conferences. You'll be surprised at how many speaking opportunities there are when you're looking for the right audience. You also find the people that you can build relationships with or how you can submit proposals to speak at conferences. Honestly, the opportunities are endless. But what I want you to do is not have this mindset that these people do where they're just speaking to a room full of their peers who are never going to work with them. So if I own an ad agency and I'm speaking to a room full of ad agency executives, if they do the exact thing that I do, I could educate them and I could talk to them, and that's cool. And there is some time where that's actually important because it can kind of help leverage yourself as an expert in the field, or if you can add a service that maybe they can refer their clients to you if they don't offer that service, there are some definite benefits to it. But I would much rather spend my time speaking to a group of people who actually can and want to work with me, and I can impact them and get that natural high that speaking gives while getting the right people. So one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of people make who want to be presenters and speakers or use speaking to grow their business is they just take speaking engagements that are not to their ideal client. So if you're someone who wants to grow your business and literally get ideal clients constantly, continuously calling you. And here's the cool thing about speaking. I didn't even mention this. You could do a speaking engagement today, and like 3 years from now, somebody can say, hey, I heard you speak way back when, but we need your services right now. So the more you speak, the more you can get clients right now, and the more you set your future self up to be more powerful and more impactful and an industry leader. It really is, it hits all cylinders. It's the best of all worlds. You can grow your business, you can impact people, you can share what you're passionate about, and it's just wildly powerful if done correctly. And frankly, most people don't do it correctly. Hey, if you like that video, make sure you hit that like button before you go and hit the subscribe button so you can get more of our great content so it goes to the top of the algorithm. And if you head over to talkadot.com, not only will you get more in-depth resources there to help you with your speaking, but also you'll be able to get a free account for our amazing software tool that helps speakers like you pull leads from your speaking engagements, get data so you can actually have objectifiable information on why you're so good at what you do and how to use that data to book more speaking engagements. If you want to find out what Talkadot is, head over to talkadot.com. And remember, if you want to talk a lot, head over to Talkadot. See what I did there? Just go to the website. Trust me, it'll make more sense when you're there. I'll see you at the next video.